Truth calls all life matters. All life, all homeless life matters. All homeless life matters. All homeless people matter. Matters if you're in Syria, matters if you're in Ethiopia, matters if you're in Africa, matters where you're at. Homeless life matters. It's about time we started sharing the humanism of life, the care for human life, the help for human life. All homeless life matters. There's a place called allhomelesslife.org that needs people to help. That needs people to help. Give them a helping hand. Go to Facebook or YouTube and like their page. Give them a hand because the work they do is unprecedented. Because it's the truth of human life. I've been homeless, so I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like to live in the streets, to live in trucks, to live in garages, to live in basements, to sleep on roofs. I know what that's like. It's a battle. And there's a battle going on in Syria, battle going on in Iraq, where many, many, many millions are homeless, displaced, refugee camps and tents. The homeless matters. The homeless matters. They all matter. They all count as human beings. It's about time we start to realize that all homeless life matters. Nobody wants to be poor. Nobody wants to be left in Syria. Nobody wants to be left in poverty. Nobody wants to be left suffering. That's the way the world goes. That's the way the world wills it. Because the world doesn't have the will to change it or the heart. And that's the sadness of human life. That the people don't have to like the simple truth to understand that we're all human beings. We're all part of the human race. And then Muslim said it yesterday, over them 17 dead people. Why can't we all just be human? People in France died. Homeless people are everywhere. Homeless people are everywhere. It's the suffering and agonizing carnage of human life. It's the brutality of human life. The butchery and the genocide. As long as terrorists reign, there will be homeless people. There are homeless people in this country. There are 17 million hungry children. There are people that are homeless all over the world. People displaced. People out of place. It's a sadness of human life. It really is. It's heartbreaking to know that the world would rather go to war than to help the homeless, than to do for the homeless, and to care for the homeless. Like I said, there's a place called allthatmatters.org. They need your help. They need all our help. They need all our help. They need the care of human life. They need your help for human life. This show is just to let people know that this organization is a great organization. It's time that we all shared in the needs of the homeless. It's time that we all cared about the needs of the homeless. And we all stopped ignoring it and acting like it's going to go away, because it's not. It's not going away. The price of the homeless is rising. The cost of the homeless is dying. The cost of the needless is suffering. That's the truth of human life. People may not want to listen to it, but hear the words. Hear the words of hope. Hear the words of care. Join homeless.org and www.homeless.org. www.homeless.org. Help them. They need your help. They need your care. They need your peace. They need your freedom. They need your support. They need all of us. They need all of us because they care. Homeless people aren't just throwaway people. We have to start realizing we're the human race. We're the human race. We're made up of the human race. It's our DNA. It's a fact of human life that nobody ever weighs. They weigh Muslim religion, they weigh Catholic religion, they weigh Christian religion, but nobody weighs the fact that we're all the human race. That we're all just the human race. And then it don't matter what God it is. We're all the human race. It don't matter if it's the Prophet Muhammad or God or any God you want. We're all human life. We're all born on this earth. We're all born to live on this earth. But yet millions and millions and millions and hundreds of millions die every single year. Thousands and millions of people die every single year. For what? Lack of care, lack of interest, lack of value of life, fighting over religions, killing each other over religions. Where does it say in any of these books? Where does it say in any of these books? To kill human life. It doesn't. It's a sadness of human life that people portray it that way. People portray the human race as evil, hopeless, sinful, and every other thing. Well, why not take the time to portray them as human life? Take the time to portray them as human life. Take the time to portray this human life. Take the time. Try. Try a little something different. Try a little something different. Try a little something different. At homeless.org. At www.homeless.org. Try it a little different. Try to care about human life. Try to give a damn about human life. Try to understand that nobody wants to be a hobo or a homeless person or without a place to live, without clothes on their back, without a shower, without water, without food to eat. Not the people in Syria, not the people in Africa, not the people in the U.S., not the people in Ethiopia, not the people in India, not the people anywhere. The homeless are the homeless, and that's what matters. We need to stop this. We need to stop this as we need to stop the abuse of our children and women. It's the people that have to realize that we are all human. We are all human, damn it. That's what people have to realize. Above all else, above all religion, above all human life is the human factor, the human life. Until people understand that, you can't understand religion. Until you understand that the human race is the human race, you can't interpret these books. You can't interpret these books according to words. You can't interpret these books according to humanity, according to the human race, and how it can benefit, and how it can grow, and how it can help, and how it can heal. Not how to kill it, how to slaughter it, how to genocide it, how to butcher it. Whether it's Prophet Muhammad, or God, or Buddha, it doesn't matter. Until you learn to interpret these books for human life, and not against human life, this world will be a world of war, a world of suffering, a world of homeless people. And that's the fact of human life. That's the fact of human life. People interpret these books for sins, for gay people, for straight people, for transgender, for Syrians and Catholics and Christians and Muslims, but they never interpret these books for the human race. They never interpret these books for the human race. And that's the sadness of human life. That's really the sadness of human life. Because nobody interprets these books for the human race. Nobody interprets these books for the human race. Nobody. Nobody. But absolutely nobody interprets these books for the human race. To control, to manipulate, to legalize anything to segregate the human race. We're not just Catholics, we're not just Christians, we're not just Muslims. We're human beings. We're human beings. Simple, living, flesh and blood, heart beating, heart pumping, blood pumping human beings that are torn apart by bullets and guns and bombs and slaughter and starvation and homelessness and terrorism. And that's the sadness of human life, that we are human beings. And people need to realize that. Even churches need to realize that. Need to realize that if God didn't want gay people, there wouldn't be gay people. There are hundreds of millions of them. Can't stop the growth of a nation, the growth of a world, the growth of the human race, until we understand that we are all a human race, and we will always be the human race. You may call yourself a Muslim or a Christian or a Catholic or a Protestant or whatever you want to call yourself, but by birth of human life, you're the human race. By birth of human life. Go into the world. Be human. Be human. Don't use books to judge people. Judge people by who they are, what they do, and how they treat you. Don't use books to judge people. Don't use books. It's time we stopped using books to judge people and started using reality and truth and let God decide everything else, or Prophet Muhammad. Let them decide everything else. For freedoms and rights and humanities are for every human being. And human needs and human cares and human justice and human equality. It's for all human life. It's for all human life. Like I said, the name of the place is www.we'rehomeless.org. Excuse me. www.we'reallhomeless.org. It just matters. It does matter. It does matter. All homeless life matters. It's a fight for human right. It's a care for human life. It's a help for human life. Now anybody can come in here, but nobody will, because nobody wants to face the fact that the homeless life does matter. The homeless life does matter. There are millions of them. There are billions of them. There are billions of them. There are billions of them, man. You're killing the world. You're killing the world over the human race. Over the human race. You can be a Syrian. You can be an Israeli. You can be an American. But if you get together in one straight line and prick your fingers, you're going to find that human blood comes from your veins. A human blood comes from your veins. A human blood. And that's the connection of human life. The human blood, the heartbeat, the need for human care, for human kindness, human rights, human freedoms for mothers and fathers, and education, and all this stuff. That's just a fact of human life. That's just a fact of human life, man. People start caring, the world would be a better place. We'd be in a better place in the world. I don't have all the answers. I don't pretend to have all the answers. But www.homelesslifematters.org is a good organization. World for the Food Organization is a good organization. This is for all people, man. This is for all people. This is for people to heal. It's a new year. Time to give in to the humanness. And stop giving into the holiness. Use the holiness to give into the humanness. And try. And try like the new poet's trying to do. He's trying to accept the human race as they are. The human race. And all people ought to do that. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Catholic, a Canadian, American, or Syrian, or Nigerian, it doesn't matter. Terror cannot win in human life. Terror cannot win in human life because all they do is kill innocents. All they do is kill innocents. And sooner or later, the trouble will catch up with them. Sooner or later, the trouble will catch up with them. And it will end. It will end. Because the human people will get sick of it. The human people will get sick of it. Start striking back in masses. It's simply done because this has to stop. We are the world of humanity. We are the world of the human race. Nothing you can do or say anywhere on this earth can change that. It doesn't matter where you are. Whether you're black or white or Chinese or crippled or one-legged or two-legged, you're home from the service without eyes, or it doesn't matter. We're all the human race, and we all need, we all care, we all want, we all have to have education, human rights, human freedoms, human dignity, human respect, human honor. It's a part of human life. It is human life. It is human life. It's the grail for human life. And if anybody read their Bibles or Qurans rightly, he would say that. They would understand that this world was not meant to be slaughtered, butchered, genocided, carved up, bashed up, pedophile, raped, molested, killed, stamped, shot. This world was not made for this kind of bullshit. This world was not made for this kind of bullshit. These are acts of narcissistic insanity. These are acts of narcissistic insanity. But we are the people of the world. We are the people of the world. You can't stop. You can't stop the DNA in your blood. You can't stop the DNA in your blood. Because goddamn it, we're all homeless. We're all in need. We're all in care. We're all help. God didn't damn it. It's just damn because people looked at books instead of looking into each other. And that's the shame of human life. People looked at books and used books to control and manipulate and annihilate human life. And that's a sickness of human life that has to stop. That's a sickness of human life that has to stop. Generations are not. You're killing the needy. You're killing the homeless. You're killing the starving. You're killing the needy. You're killing the war-torn. You're killing everybody in human life. From murder to mayhem to genocide. Doesn't stop. But that's the truth of human life. Whether people want to believe it or not. That's the truth of human life. That all homeless life does matter. That all people do matter. It's the truth of human life. Give a shout out to www.lifematters.org. Allhomelesslifematters.org. Allhomelesslifematters.org. Give them what they need. They need your help because they're trying to stop. They're trying to get people off the streets all over the world. Give them a shout out. Give them a shout out. Give them a shout out. Let them hear that you care. Let them hear that you need. Let them hear that you are. Because we're all essentially of the same race, the same creed, the same life. And nothing can ever change it. Nothing can ever change it. Nothing on this earth will ever change the fact that we are the human race. We will be the human race until the day the earth stands still or the earth ends. We will be the human race. Like I said, all life matters. All life matters. And until the human race realizes that, or until the rich oil governments of the world realize that all human life wants, human life doesn't want war and carnage and slaughter and butchery and barbarism and rape and stealing and lying and cheating. The world can't be a world. The world can't be human. The world can't be human because they dehumanize it. They dehumanize it with their taxes and their killing and their slaughter and their wars and their death and their carnage. And they're using the religion as a weapon against the human race. Whether it be Muslim, whether it be Christian, whether it be Catholic, as long as you deny the human right, you violate every book you've ever written, every holy book ever written. When you violate the human race, when you violate the human race, you violate every holy book ever written, because it was written to give life to the human race. It was written to give life to the human race, and not death, not lashes, not beatings, not slaughter, not beheadings, not butchery, slaughter, or barbarism, or death, or hatred, or bigotry, or racism. It was written to give life. Who's got the ball? Can't stop it. I know nobody wants to listen to this, and nobody wants to hear it, but it's the truth of human life, and we are all the human race. It's about time people realize that, whether you're a pope or a cleric or whatever it is, that the value of every human life doesn't matter where it is. The value of that life is the same as any human life. Just because we're not rich doesn't mean that we want to be the paupers of human life, that we want to be the sufferers of human life, that we want to be the poor of human life. This is a fight for human life for all people. This is a fight for human life for all people. It's about time the world start to realize that. It's about time the world start to realize that this is a battle for human life for all human beings. Children are born to starve and die. Shouldn't happen. Terrorists butchered, slaughtered, killed, genocide human people by the thousands. Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen. The world needs to stand together more than ever before, even if the governments don't do it. Even if the governments don't do it. It's time for the human race to stand together. The homeless, the needy, the helpful, the rich, all people. It's time that the world stood together, stood on its feet, and said no. It just simply said no. No more wars, no more killing, no more slaughter, and we end the terrorism. We end the terrorism. Whatever it takes, whatever we need, whatever we do, we end the terrorism. We end the torture and slaughter of human life anywhere on this earth, whether it be a Russian, a Nigerian, an American, or a Hebrew. It doesn't matter. We end the slaughter to all people of life on this earth. And that's what the human race has to do. As one unit. As one unit. To speak up and be heard and understood and firm and loudly that we are the human race. Nothing can ever change it. Nothing can ever take that away from you. Nothing can ever deny it. Your self-respect is your self-respect. It's your right. It's your right as a human being. And no government, no religion, no Prince Muhammad or what Prophet Muhammad has the right to deny human right, the right to human life and human freedoms, human thoughts, human rights, human awareness, human equality, and human education. They're using these books as controlling weapons of death, destruction, and mass slaughter of human life. And that's all they're using it for, to terrorize the world. And that's the sadness of human life. And it goes on. And it goes on. And it goes on. And nobody answers the call. But there are plenty of people that answer the call. There are plenty of people that answer the call. That's the truth of human life. That's the fact of human life. That all homeless life matters. And there's too goddamn many of them. There's too goddamn many of them. And I'm sure God would damn it. Because I damn sure do. That's the sadness of human life. Really is the sadness of human life. You care, give a damn, be a human being. You care in this world. You give a damn no matter where you're at. Be a human being. Be a human being. Support the rights of human beings. Support the rights of all human beings. All human beings. That's when you'll find that the books that you read, the books that you curse the human race with, will become healing books, will become healing life, will become healing awareness of all human life, whether it's Prophet Muhammad or God or Jesus or whoever. Because the world cannot be damned by a goddamn book of death and suffering and carnage. And I don't care if it's Prophet Muhammad or God himself, he wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Hear the word, because it's the truth of human life. It's the fact of human life. It's the reality of human life. When you fight and butcher and slaughter human lives by books, you create chaos and mayhem and death and hatred and bigotry and racism and terrorists. That's the fact of human life. That's the reality of human life. That's the truth of human life. Anybody come in here and tell me different. Anybody come in here and tell me different. It's the care of human life. When you stop using these books, whether it be the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Quran, using these books to look to terrorize and butcherize and humiliate and genocide people, and read it right, use it to embrace the brothers of the world, the women of the world, the sisters of the world, the human race. This stuff will stop. And until then, it'll never end. Until then, it'll never end. Till you can see beyond words that were written by human beings about God, to the words God really spoke, to the life that God really gave, to the life that God gave to human beings, to the life that Jesus died for, to the life that Prophet Muhammad never wanted to slaughter human life. He preached with God about peace of human life, about the healing of human life, not the butchery of human life, not the torturing of human life, not the chaos of human life, not the homelessness of human life, not the terrorists of human life, but human life itself, living in peace and quiet, in dignity and honor and equality for all people, for all nations, for all humanity. That's the word of the world. That's the word of the Bible. People just don't interpret it as they should. They don't interpret it as they should. They interpret it to control and manipulate and rule human beings. Human beings were not made to rule. That's why we were given minds in this world, so that people will think and learn and grow. This is why we got medicine and computers and every other goddamn thing. We are not robots of books. We are not robots of books. No matter what religious book it is. No matter what religious book it is. That's the truth of human life. That's the fact of human life. That's the reality of human life. That's the fact of human life. That's the truth of human life. That's the reality of human life. So we're all the human race. We're all the goddamn human race. We're all the human race. But until you use these books of wisdom, books of knowledge, books of God, if you believe in God, then believe in his children. Believe in humanity. Believe in the human race. Believe in all that's possible. If people speak out, stand up instead of hiding, running, or saying, I'm a Christian, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Muslim. Doesn't matter. You're all human beings. You're all human beings. Seeing blood, sweat, tears, and death and hunger that comes for all of us. Love, hatred, bigotry, racism. That's the truth of human life. That's the truth of human life. Go to www.allhomelesslifematters.org and tell them that they're homeless, that they're needless, that they're worthless. Books were not made to set against human life, but for human life. Read the words right. Understand that the meanings were thousands of years old, that they have to be updated, that they have to be used with specific knowledge in mind to help and heal and care for the human race, and not bow down to a book or a Bible or a church. where all the money goes. Now, that money should be feeding the homeless and the poor and the sick. For even Jesus healed the wicked. No, you got it wrong. You all got it wrong. And that's the truth of human life. That's the fact of human life. And that's the power of human life. That's the power of the human spirit to go on in the hopelessness of human life. To strive day by day, no matter what, to live till the next day. To live the next day. And that's the way people are. That's the way life is made. And that's the way life should be for all people. This is someday human being historical news. Think about it. Think about it. It's like Lois Shaw. Think about it. Think about it. Really actually think about it. Go to www.homeless.org. Homeless Life Matters. And give them help. And understand that we're all the human race. It don't matter if they made fun of Prophet Muhammad or not. It should not have been butchered. It should not have been butchered. You kill for books. You kill for a way of life that kills people. It's wrong. It's wrong. It will always be wrong and will always be meaningless. Because when you take away the rights of human beings, you take away the beliefs of human beings, the care, the will, and the strength of human beings, you don't have a human life anymore. You have a robot. You have a robot. And we were not meant to live that way. This is something in big historical news. All homeless life matters. All homeless life. All life matters. Take it for what it's worth. Thank you for watching.